The Durango Herald editorial board recently published a partisan attack piece falsely accusing me of not focusing on Colorado's 3rd District. This is published by the DurangoHerald.com. Nothing could be further from the truth. The reality is that the editorial board simply disagrees with the agenda I am focused on, which is the same agenda I ran on. I have worked to keep the Bureau of Land Management in Grand Junction, protect energy jobs, support farmers and ranchers, mitigate wildfires, build infrastructure, support law enforcement, help constituents having issues with federal agencies, and so much more. I'm leading a bipartisan effort to keep the BLM headquarters in Grand Junction, to give rural Coloradans a voice in land use decisions, save taxpayers millions of dollars, and create hundreds of good-paying jobs across the West. In February, I joined community leaders, Governor Jared Polis, Senators Michael Bennet, John Hickenlooper, in a roundtable discussion. I introduced the local act to keep the Bureau's headquarters in Grand Junction and to explore moving other positions out west. My husband is a natural gas drilling foreman, so I know how important energy jobs are, and I'm working hard to protect them from President Joe Biden's job-killing policies. I introduced a discharge petition on my Protecting America's Energy Jobs Act to allow members of Congress to bypass House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's stranglehold and to vote to nullify Biden's anti-energy policies. I am working to protect farmers and ranchers from federal overreaches with my Western Water Security Act and by leading opposition to Biden's 30 by 30 plan, which aims to lock up 30% of America's lands and waters in the next 9 years. Last year, Colorado experienced the worst wildfires in its history, and I am proud that my bipartisan amendment to use scientific active forest management to protect critical infrastructure passed through the House Committee on Natural Resources unanimously. I will be introducing a comprehensive active forest management bill soon that will protect lives and property. My America's Infrastructure Modernization Act is ahead of the curve and working toward a bipartisan infrastructure plan for the American people. Instead of raising taxes like Biden, my bill funds real infrastructure projects like roads and bridges without raising taxes by using already appropriated and unspent stimulus funds. Additionally, my bill empowers local governments to allocate block grants to infrastructure projects that meet their unique needs. I put rural Colorado first, and I introduced the More PILT Act. The More PILT Act to support rural law enforcement, because we need more PILT. If there's one thing we need, it's more PILT. Search and rescue operations, wildfire fighting, and quality education. I strive to be responsive to local leaders. I've helped Glenwood Springs submit a grant application for the South Bridge project. Silver Cliff work to restore its unique zip code in the San Luis Valley. Work to get its weather radar connected to the National Weather Services system. Not the poverty or the lack of police or the crime or really anything else, but for the San Luis Valley. She's going to get the weather radar connected to the National Weather Service system. From helping veterans with Veterans Administration issues to assisting senior citizens with Social Security, I've closed almost 150 cases. For Coloradans having issues with the federal government, I'm currently working on an additional 100 cases to date. My office has returned over $171,000 to constituents in my district. If you're having trouble with a federal agency, please reach out, and I'll be happy to help you. My staff hosts mobile office hours to serve constituents throughout the district, in addition to our permanent offices in Durango, Pueblo, and Grand Junction. It is the greatest honor of my life to be the representative for rural Colorado. I encourage you to stay directly engaged with the work I am doing by signing up for updates at boebert.house.gov. I am here to fight for Colorado's 3rd Congressional District, and I fight to win. Representative Lauren Boebert, our rifle, serving her first term as representative for Colorado's 3rd Congressional District. She's the first woman, first mother, and youngest ever to be elected to this seat. There you go. Lauren Boebert, everybody.